Hey everyone, today I would like to introduce you to one of my very interesting boas. This is Deadwood. Deadwood is a really pretty little boa imperator, and to be honest with you, we don't really know what she is. So, like a lot of people who just get started in this hobby, she is technically a Craigslist animal. Where I saw a post of her, she looked very odd, and then I drove up to a city in mid to northern Colorado. They had picked her up from a local reptile shop in Fort Collins, which is one of the more farther northern parts of Colorado if you're not from the state. So, a couple hours from Denver. And she just looks very odd. She's not really patternless, but you could say she's partially patternless. So you know those telltale, very iconic saddles that go across the dorsal part of their body? Well, you can see that she's missing the center part, and she has a lot of, can I have my hand please? She has the little side, like little diamonds, but she's missing the little saddle, the straddling part of the saddle, which looks good. And she's hooked me, which is really funny. So, we got her in, we got her tested for rhinovirus or IBD, inclusion body disease, and we've just been kind of slow growing her ever since. She was pretty grumpy and cantankerous when we very first got her, and we're still kind of getting her used to that. She doesn't come out all of the time, but we still are getting her used to things. And the biggest thing about her is a lot of people aren't really sure what she is. What are you doing, silly girl? We don't know if she's het for anything. A couple people that are more versed with really all reptiles, but boas as well as different breeding and morphs and stuff. What are you doing, silly? They think that she's potentially het scoria, which scoria is that kind of cool looking patternless animal. If she was het call or any of the other albinos, you wouldn't really be able to tell. Sterling isn't really a visual heterozygous, like how with like blood or sometimes with leopard you can get like a little bit of visual to where you can see that they probably are carrying it, if they are for sure heterozygous for those recessive morphs. And supposedly scoria can also have some kind of reducing down. And also supposedly scoria boas have a little bit of kind of corkscrewing that can happen, not quite to the degree that like the spider ball pythons or the jag carpets are. And you may have noticed that she was kind of being a little bit silly, even for a boa. But that's actually because she actually got overheated at one point. And so that actually is a little bit of a result of that we've talked about in previous videos, where boas can overheat very easily. And that can lead to some neurological issues. But we don't really know what Deadwood is. So if anybody's watching this and you happen to be a boa person and you want to put in your input, I will gladly listen to that. But the biggest thing is that she's just a very odd, unique animal. And that's the kind of thing that I absolutely love and enjoy, is just those kind of weird, oddball looking animals. And the only way that we'll ever really be able to know what she is if we ever decide to breed her. So essentially we'll probably take one of our multi-gene males and put her to her. And then in a couple years, potentially we might track down like a stud scoria boa or a stud sterling scoria or yada, yada, yada. And we will pair them up and we'll see what she is. She's still got another, a little bit more growing to do. Like I said, I slow grow my animals. So she's about 5 years old now. For an imperator, theoretically she could breed, but she's still pretty small. So I want her to get quite a bit more size on her, or at least a little bit. So to where she's, at least 5.5, 6 feet long instead of probably just about 4.5. So hopefully you guys enjoyed meeting Deadwood here, who, going along with the kind of theme of things, Deadwood is a really cool city up in South Dakota. But again, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, meeting Deadwood here. If you want to meet the rest of my animals through the series of all of my reptiles, I'll put the playlist here at the end, just like always. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification for more. If you want to see any other videos or have any suggestions, please let me know down in the comments. You can check me out on all the other different social medias, except for Twitter or X or whatever that is. And I don't really know what I could do on Twitch. Maybe if anyone has an idea for that, to do something about reptile related on Twitch or something other than just kind of live streaming. But live streaming just like sitting and doing like just, hey, here are my reptiles live. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you all so much. And again, we'll check you next time.